Hey everyone, welcome back. Now, it's been a little bit of a while, but of course, been working on a couple projects here and there. So today's focus is it's going to be a project that I've had started for a while now. Just been slowly picking away at it, which which is this truck here, the Ford Louisville L8000 truck, part of the part of a race team build that I did up quite a few years ago. So in my last video, I was pretty much just going through an introductory of it, getting stuff together, showing you all about it. So now I pretty much got all the truck, pretty much most of the truck together. There's a couple things missing, of course, like the passenger side fuel tank and exhaust system and stuff. But for the most part, the truck's just about done. Did end up going across doing a few other things, like did end up repainting the interior, which, get the cab off, pretty much painted up much more nicer, as before was just a basic all blue. But figured want to do something a little bit more presentable, so painted up the dash, did the instrument cluster, steering wheel, and then of course did the seats in the light tan. And of course got the hood. Got the hood repainted, refinished. Just need the turn markers and maybe some of the other stuff. Did have this hood ornament here that came off of something else that fared for the aesthetics. Might as well add that along. So that's looking good. Then of course got the engine and the radiator rebuilt and put back together. Now the engine actually came out from a parts kit of mine, as this was the original engine that came with the kit. And of course there's the big hole in the side, and didn't really feel like taking everything apart on this just to repaint everything. So plus I already had the other engine repainted, so pretty much use what I got, and if it looks better, might as well use that. So there's that, and then of course on the underside, pretty much got most of that put together. But yeah, so far everything's going together quite nicely, and yeah, and of course do need to finish up on a couple other little things here and there, but overall this is turning out quite nicely. So there's this. Yeah. So there's pretty much all what's been going on with that. Nothing too crazy. More just like a cosmetic rebuild, not just like take everything apart or even like say start from scratch all over again. So yeah. And then also too from a parts kit, I do have the extra the replacement windows that are going to be fitted in, which will turn out really nicely, I'd imagine. Of course, then of course it'll be a case getting the cab lights in, which will be important. Then everything will pretty much just slide back into place and glue back together. So overall, it's coming along quite nicely. And of course, the hood just fits into, the hood just pretty much fits into its mounting slots. And of course, too, with this actually, let me flip the tray around. Put this up here for now, as with the truck pretty much about, I roughly say about 90 to 95% done for the most part. As I also do have the trailer that's going to go with it, which I got some of it right here, which I'm pretty much going to be, which pretty much looking at repainting the entire trailer, as the paint texture on it isn't exactly the best, and I know I could definitely do way better. And here's the other side, so bunch of smudges and stuff. So if anything, if I want to make this look more presentable, doing of course repainting and detailing it up will look better. And of course here it got. I'll probably have to redo a bunch of the interior accessories, which is pretty much no big deal, really. But it does mean I'm going to be losing some of the signage and such, which is a bit unfortunate. But getting everything else to look better is pretty much what the main focus is, and worry about the small details later. And then here did get a little bit of the floor pan set up on the trailer, so do have the 5 tier shelves, the acetylene and oxygen tanks from 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 pretty much parts from the 53 Ford kit. Got those accessories here. And then of course gotta have the toolboxes. So those are gonna be so those are all in place. Of course, I do have the little pit bike that I'm pretty much just gonna have sitting up against the wall. It's a little as a bit of the accessories. And then I did find in one of my parts boxes a couple little tools here, like a cross wrench, jack jacks jack stand, floor jack, and a creeper. So these here are going to be detailed up, and of course you gotta have the fire extinguisher. So pretty much going to get this eventually painted and detailed up, and then of course find their places either on the shelves or somewhere on the floor, or if anything too might end up just building a separate shelf unit for everything. So yeah, that's pretty much how everything's going. Yeah, so nothing really too crazy that's left to do. So pretty much when I get the truck done and then the trailer most of the way done and taken care of, I'll be going back to the car that originally was going to go with this bundle, which was the 58 Edsel, as you could pretty much guess from the side of the car that's in the bundle here. So yeah, so everything here is coming along quite nicely. Figured instead of doing like a couple small updates here and there, might as well do a pretty fairly large one just to cover everything quickly. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. Yeah, so I think that'll be it for this video. Should have some more stuff coming up in the next couple days, hopefully. So till then, see you next time.